Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Parc Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Arkansas State Red Wolves taking on a team looking for its first win, the Georgia State Panthers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Red Wolves will put toe to leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 7. Panthers offense takes the field. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Carr. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. At the 40, there he goes. Afterburner's coming. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Using his feet to buy time. Headed to the end zone. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Red Wolves offense will go to work for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like
looking deep down the right side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. A 3rd and long coming up here. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Trying play action. Going to take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And the last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Offense in an empty set. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Using the quick game. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Finds his tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Carr. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to set up his offense. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over BYU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Carr. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking everything.
A shot toward the end zone, and incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. Makes the grab. It's Burks. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to... He got it. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3, now the offense with a chance for more. And the Red Wolves have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas State. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
2nd down coming up. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Lamb. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Looking to move it through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. He's going to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Ali. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Finds the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Caught near the sticks. It's Burks. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Back to throw, it's Lamb. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Atlanta. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
Here he comes from his own end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're working that left side. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Red Wolves send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down.
And your Georgia State Panthers will take over.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next one.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Still running at the 40. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On 3rd down, going up top. Zings it complete to the right.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, setting up for it.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Panthers have their offense in high gear. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. It's Lamb. Looking for space to the left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
It's complete.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Completes it in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
28, Georgia State, 7.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The play-action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments. To see if they can open up this passing game, but early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
At his 24-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Jackrabbit.
He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Red Wolves are on the move.
Come on, set. Reload. Unlock.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
He's going to bring it out from deep. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. And the timing just a hair off.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Lamb. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. At the 35, he's open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Going up top on first down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll run it on the counter. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. And I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very...
Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll give it to the back. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Red Wolves will call on their punt team. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Dropping back, it's Lamb. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Looking to throw. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6.
That makes the score Arkansas State 35, Georgia State 29.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.